Welcome to the Indie Music Room, a conversation with independent artists about writing, recording, performing, and promoting their original music. And now here's your host, Heather Kelly.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Indie Music Room with Heather Kelly. We are here for the November edition with our artist of the month. I'm super excited for you all to meet these guys. They're great. I've been following their videos. They bring they're a breath of fresh air to what you hear on commercial radio. So with that said, coming all the way from Chicago, I would like to welcome the Parker Story, also known as Parker and Anastasia. Welcome, you guys. How you doing?
Hi, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've been trying to get connected for a while now. I can go ahead and say this now, but I've done this for 5 years, only one a month, but starting 2024, we're going 2 a month. So I'm going to double to get more musicians out there, which is my goal here. So you guys are amazing. Why don't I know you guys quite well because I've stalked you over the last couple months. Why don't you tell our viewers and people what you're about and what you do?
Okay. Yeah, great. All right, I'll start it off. So, for starters, we're a couple. We grew up in the same town, and we launched the Parker Story almost 2 years ago now, since we put out our first release. We were both songwriters. We grew up playing music in different bands and singing and playing and stuff. And yeah, we came together, and we knew that we wanted to do this duo pop artist thing. And pop is kind of, we really like just popular music. Anything that, we listen to everything, but like mainstream stuff, anything top 40, we like chase those songs and kind of go after all the magic behind them and all that good jazz. But yeah, so we're an artist. You can call it a band, I guess, but we're kind of just a pop music duo of two singer songwriters, and kind of, we're not really genre bound, but we definitely aim for commercial imperatives, like in all of our tracks, because that's kind of what we usually go for.
This was my point when I introduced you, is being a duo. You guys, I'm also from a duo pop group for years, 17 years. So I dig your stuff. But what I'm saying when I say it's not commercial, it's not that over processed commercial stuff we hear nowadays, but it's right up there as far as what people like. It's just this pureness that sounds awesome. And your mixing is great. I think sometimes my mistake was trying to get too big, like a 5-piece band. The beauty of you guys is you have just yourselves. It's beautiful stuff. So, okay, you guys met, I guess, at a fair or some kind of event, and you fell in love and you became a couple. Anna, tell me a little bit about your background. I know your influences a bit in what you do. Tell everybody what you play and what your role is in the band.
So I am lead vocalist and synthesizer. I've been recently learning how to zone in on my skill on, master in that little beauty. Actually, we have it over here. I don't know if we can.
Is it blue?
Bring it in. Yes.
Oh, I love it.
But, we actually nicknamed our synthesizer, called it Dory, because it's blue like Dory from Finding Nemo.
Yes.
So that's what we have it as. But yeah, for a little bit of my background, I've always been into sort of like the singing and acting theater type of jazz. And since I was about like 6 or 7 years old, and never once have been on record before until the Parker Story. So it's definitely a new world.
You've been missing out a long time. But good.
I have. Yes, I have. But we like to say that, it took, meeting each other to bring that out, I guess, a little bit. So
sometimes you can work with certain people, but until the right one inspires you is when the right stuff comes out. It came together.
Right, exactly.
It's totally true. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Tell me about yourself, Parker.
Okay. Yeah. I started playing guitar when I was 12, and it was at a garage sale. It was an acoustic. It had like 3 strings on it. And yeah, I just fell in love with the guitar.
It had 3 strings on it?
Yeah, it was 3 strings. Yeah.
Did you know to put the other 2 on?
It was actually, it was a really cheap used acoustic that we were selling at the garage sale. My mom dragged me with, and I was working the register in my aunt's garage. and I was just bored, and I started like just doodling around on it and just fell in love with it. And then I got an acoustic for like 8th grade, or an electric for 8th grade graduation. And that was it. It just took off from there. I started jamming with a whole bunch of different musicians in town. Read a little bit of like tablature. Didn't really get heavy on like music theory. I'm totally a play-by-ear musician. And then just about 3 years ago, piano was kind of taking the guitar's place. I just fell in love with keys. I wish I had spent more time on that growing up, because that instrument's just incredible. But yeah, I play guitar, bass, electric, acoustic, piano, synth, program, drums. I can play drums.
Multi-instrumentalist.
Are you both self-taught? Are you both self-taught?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I am too, but I admire people that like do one thing and then take it on to the rest of the band like you did, Parker. I don't know how you do that, but that's a talent.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah. And I just, music, it follows me around, like if I try to get caught up in the normal everyday stuff, or wherever I've lived and moved and traveled and stuff, and work outside of music, it always finds its way in. And I'm just like a writer at heart, and it comes out. It's hard work sometimes, but I feel like it's a natural flow, so it's just enjoyable to do it, to
you
write.
Guys have such a presence, and I'm gonna let everybody know you have such a fun presence online. Your videos, I mean, everything, you're a burst of sunshine every day. Every day I see these videos and I'm just like, gosh, they're happy. Gosh, they're fun. They could be my friends. I mean, you guys are so entertaining. I love it. You've got the knack for on-screen. You've got the whole thing going on, the whole package. How'd you guys get into doing so many videos? Just jumped on the wagon train with everybody else, or?
Yeah, we
it's
really
so
did.
Fun.
Yeah, we did. When we launched it a year and a half ago with our first single, Baby we were living downtown, and it's funny because before we even had a song, before we even wrote one Parker Story song, me and her just started we bought a tripod and we went out and we were taking pictures kind of all over in the city and up north, by Wrigley and stuff. Mm-hmm. And we didn't even know that music was gonna be the core of everything that we were doing. We were just taking these pics. So we got really used to being on the camera like that and doing these little goofy videos and pictures before there was even a song. So then when the music came, we were like, hey, that's why we were taking all these pictures. We didn't even
and what a great subject. Anastasia is so photogenic, video genic, or whatever you call it. You are perfect. Yeah. I love your I love watching your emotions and how you can play the part to the song. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's getting into character. I'm always like, we need that girl.
You know what? It is a head game. It really is. Because it's when you're trying to portray a certain character, it's you're you, right? So it's when you're trying to channel into that other person, you got to go to that headspace. You got to take yourself there. And I mean, I'm naturally just a very bubbly, goofy, happy expressionless myself all the time. But zoning in on that character really, it takes a lot of headspace to get there, but content, what you see, that's all day. That's me all day.
That is so fun. That is so fun. Oh my gosh. You guys aren't too far from here. If you can see, I'm in our studio. We still work on 2-inch analog tape. If you ever wanted to have a fun weekend, I'd be happy to host you and you could come over to Iowa. I'm just 6 hours away. So you could stay with us.
We would love that.
Yes, you're more than welcome to do it.
I don't know how many artists take you up on that offer, but we're coming now.
Oh, no.
So.
And when I say it, I'm serious. I am absolutely serious. So we'll connect after the show. So let's see. We don't have a lot of time. I wish I could talk to you for hours. Tell me about FYBF. I'm not even sure what that means, but I do like the video and the song. What is FYBF?
So FYBF stands for Forever Your Best Friend. It's kind of a nostalgic going back to the growing up pop punk growing up days that we had with Blink-182 being a huge influence on me as a writer and stuff. So that's kind of a coming of age narrative, and it was a part of a batch of seven songs that we put out for or that we wrote. We didn't release them all yet, for a music firm that we were working with in New York. And FYBF was the song that they chose to be our leading single for different purposes, for stuff that they were using our tracks for. So yeah, we were kind of rushed to put that one out, so we didn't really get a lot of momentum going prior to release, but we were able to put together that video, and we intentionally just tried to make it super goofy and
fun.
Just go
basically
over
just
the
making
top.
fun of ourselves. You
Yeah,
know?
we wanted to
If you
make fun
can't do
of
that, you know.
Right. You're not having
Yeah.
fun then.
Yeah, and we were listening to a lot of the Talking Heads, and I was reading a book with David Byrne that he had written, and they talked about a lot of like looping. Like, we're always looking for different ways to approach songwriting. So yeah, we kind of, that song came from like a foundational loop.
Yeah.
And we just started throwing a whole bunch of melodies and leads and stuff over that. And a lot of what we came up with that we still think is awesome never even made the final track. And then we put in like I'm not like a shredder electric guitar guy. I've never have been. So that's about as solo as it gets. But it was just like fun and like quirky, and it just went with the vibe of the track. So yeah, we ended up having this huge long 16-bar like instrumental bridge. And yeah, we were listening to a lot of old Blink too, and that's what they used to do. So yeah, we tried some new things. We tried a new approach with that one. So yeah, that's love
it.
All
All right, everybody, let's take a listen to FYBF again with the Parker story. Anastasia and Parker will be right back with you.
Remember we were younger, and you were always singing Blink-182 all the time, spending the summer in the 530i that your dad let you drive, yeah. And we were only 16 then, and we were never growing up, you
was FYBF. That, you guys, that's a great song. I hear what you're saying about the 16 measure, your debut solo shredding artistry, and the video's great. So why don't you guys tell me about your recording process a little bit?
Okay.
That's where the magic happens.
Yeah. So the recording
You're singing it right now.
is kind of, we track everything at home in the studio, which is our bedroom. Before that, it was downtown in our studio apartment up north. We do most of our tracking like right out of the box. We run with Pro Tools. We do play all the instruments. The only thing that we program is the drums, and we have a drum kit here. We have mics and everything for it, but we want to still kind of like garner in that like pop type of beat, and only because we're a duo, I don't want people to hear the Parker Story songs and think, who's that awesome drummer? You know what I mean? And then they go to meet or go to see us live, and it's the two of us up there. So I don't want to like portray any type of unrealistic expectation of the track. So
Brilliant.
So
because if you try to do that, all of a sudden it's two of you and you go, how do we create that for live? Right? It's like, how do we recreate that? And so I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. And for rehearsals and stuff, for shows that we're going to do next spring, we're going to perform out like full production as a duo and run like triggering like backing tracks and stuff. And we'll have synths and guitars and pianos up on stage too. But yeah, so the process, I guess, starts with that. And then song wise, we get ideas kind of just flying from everywhere, all
over. And
it can start, like I said, with a loop or a little synth, a lot of Presiator stuff, sequencers. We have a drum machine. We start with something small and then it just builds. Some tracks come together like that, like they were meant to be, and some of them are a lot of work. And then and everything in between. And we never know. We kind of, first things first is that we both want to be singing in the tracks. So we never really know who's going to take lead, just kind of as the melodies start coming out, as the song progresses. It's like,
does your music come first or do the lyrics? Like, do you write lyrics, Anna, and then the music comes, or music first and write lyrics to music?
Music first.
Music first.
Music is first.
Yeah, music's been first for all of our tracks. Yeah, I feel like we actually for the last couple songs that we've recorded, it's music first, and we drive around listening to the instrumental for probably 3 weeks before and the song's totally arranged, and then we go back and I just play softly on like the 88 key piano and write all the lyrics usually in one sitting and try to just dig deep to make that work. And then we decide after the story's written, who's singing what. Yeah. And then it could be a song where I'm like, this is me. But then we get into it, and like for some reason the song she pulls the song out. So I'm like, all right, you take this one.
I totally get that. I love this because we started off as a duo too. So I am relating to everything you say, you guys.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to come to the studio.
Yeah.
Tell me about the song Tonight. Tell me what kind of was the the thoughts behind that song.
Okay, sure. Yeah, tonight we were inspired to write that from Phoenix. My older brother lives out in Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, so we take a lot of vacations out there, and we had just come back from Phoenix because he had a daughter. So we went out there to meet the new family member, and we were staying at a Holiday Inn. And we got back to Chicago, and the summer nights in Phoenix are just incredible. So we were like poolside out there, just hanging out and stuff with the family. And we came back to Chicago and got to writing that. And I was like, man, I just want to like create this sonic space of like this timeless, like I'm in Phoenix, summertime, we're having fun. Usually love is at the base of most of our narratives, at least for right now as writers.
You can see that very, very apparently with you too. I love it.
Yeah. And so then Tonight came out. It was just literally about just kind of going back and using a little imagination to like bring out having a good time in Phoenix in the summertime.
Well, at least
Yeah.
it's not a blizzard in Chicago in the winter, right?
That's the next song.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you make it to Otho, Iowa in a blizzard. Yeah, we're going to get you here. So, okay, you guys,
Yeah.
everybody, with that said, watch and listen to the official video and the song called Tonite, again by the Parker Story. We'll be right back.
Arizona summer has been all that's on my mind. When I met you in the lobby of the hotel late at night, and the pool said that it closed at 10 o'clock, and that was fine, cause we jumped that fence anyway to swim under the lights. And you said, hold my phone, I'm jumping in the deep end. You got me right where you want me here tonight. Tell me your secrets, I'll tell you mine. No use in keeping this inside. Even got the stars all around us, feeling it too. And the universe is pulling me into you. You got me right where I wanna be. I wanna be tonight. Everything about you makes me feel good inside. And I know that I just met you, and I know that it's tonight. But I can stay with you forever under Arizona skies, with the shooting stars and galaxies that I see in your eyes. So hold my phone, I'm jumping in the deep end with you. You got me right where you want me here tonight. Tell me your secrets, I'll tell you mine. No use in keeping this inside. Even got the stars all around us, feeling it too. And the universe is pulling me into you. You got me right where I wanna be. I wanna be tonight. I can feel it. I can feel it. You got me right where you want me here tonight. Tell me your secrets, I'll tell you mine. No use in keeping this inside. Even got the stars all around us, feeling it too. And the universe is pulling me into you. You got me right where I wanna be. I wanna be tonight. I can feel it. I wanna be tonight. I can feel it. I can feel it. I wanna be tonight. You want me right where you want me. I wanna be tonight. You want me right where you want me. I wanna be tonight.
And that was Tonight, you guys, with the Parker Story. Another amazing song, another fun video. You cannot not be entertained by these guys. These guys are the real deal. So why don't you guys fill me in on what you've been up to? I know you play a lot. I know you've got, in fact, you just released a song called So Damn, another great one. So it's, although we're not going to include it in this podcast, you guys got to go look it up on the online. It's amazing. So tell me kind of what your plans are, what you've been up to, what your shows are coming up, and anything else.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay.
Yeah. So
See what we're doing.
we kind of have like a release strategy in mind, and like how we're going to be releasing all of those 7 songs that we were just talking about earlier with that music firm that we were working with in New York.
Yeah.
So the plan is going to be between like 4 to 5 weeks, where we're going to try and release each and every one of those songs. So we have a lot coming everyone's way. We're super excited about it. And then of course we're going to be putting together a remix for our recent single, So Damn. So that's another exciting thing that we're really stoked to see how that's going to come through. We're trying to like see like what's it going to come, like what's really going to make its presence known. Is it going to be like that super clubby, like, oh yeah, that type feel, or if it's going to be kind of like
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
because I like everything.
He's the beat guy, so it's like,
and I like everything. Like when we go running and stuff, that all I'm listening to is like EDM, club stuff, you know, like that type of style. So we're not really in the writing stage, but technically we are. We're about to enter the core of like writing stage if we were doing the whole run in like an album cycle thing, because we have these songs written, but we had a deadline to submit them by. So now we have the opportunity to kind of revisit all these mixes and just beef up production work on it. And what we had with So Damn before we went into that one, we added a lot of production work to the song, and we didn't really anticipate doing that. So now that we know that moving forward with fresh ears, that a lot's going to probably change. We're just going to take it track to track. We're working with like a DJ out in Sweden. His name's Joe Sheriff. So he's going to be pushing out remixes for us of these tracks. And then we're also going to be recording either acoustic or piano versions of these tracks too.
Woo-hoo!
So we're going to have 3.
So excited.
So then hopefully, and we just kind of get some more listeners that way and like kind of like span and cross like genres, you know? So you have like the original Parker Story sound, and then you get like that cool remix sound and like some piano chill ballad type stuff too.
You nailed 2 things that I want to reiterate with musicians. It's not just putting out a song. It is a matter of, it's a process. Like you said, you know, it's a cycle. You got to write a song, and then you got to learn how the melody goes, the parts, and then you record it, and then you refine it, and then you put it out, and then you redo it later because you've had time away from it because you get so sick of it when you're mixing. And I mean, this is what's the word? Secular things? I don't know, whatever. It always is a cycle. And some of the old songs, you might 10 years from now, you might pull that up and go, oh man, let's revisit that one. You know, so you guys are doing it just right, you know. And in the meantime, if you get an idea, scratch it down on, this is a big joke. I'm so much older than everybody that I always say we used to, you know, scratch it down on a stone pad, but you know, everybody's got their phone now, but you know, keep tracks of your lyrics and such. And you guys are doing it just right. What about this last song we're going to talk about? Let's see, airplanes. Now this one, this one become number 5, like on the top 10 in Colorado for the video something. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So with the Colorado thing, we're always pushing and bothering radio music directors and stuff to try to get our track played, you know. But we got through to a guy named Dustin Nolan, and he's a music director for 99.5 X Durango in Denver, Colorado. Yeah. And we sent him both Baby We and Airplanes Go, and he was all about airplanes. So he loved it. It's still in rotation out there, and it has been for almost a year now.
Was that the one that got 2,000 hits overnight?
That was our cover of Pink.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say one of them. I was like,
I think it was Pink cover.
Was it?
Yeah, the YouTube cover.
I think you're right.
A YouTube video cover for Pink.
Hell, 2,000 overnight. That's something, you know. It's nothing to, you know, to scoff at. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So.
Well, and then FYBF was right behind that one too. Yeah. It was like almost a back-to-back thing. So it was crazy how they both got the same reaction. Cool. But Airplanes Go, that one was hard.
That one was tough.
That was a tough one for us, especially me as a vocalist.
What did you find tough about it?
Just trying to capture that emotion and that feeling in my voice, like trying to portray what that character is feeling. And I got to tell you, it was probably over 100 takes, and he kept telling me like, "No, we got to do it again. We got to do it again," because he literally is like my vocal coach. through and through. Like he tells me when I'm doing wonderful, and he tells me when I'm not doing so wonderful.
I get that.
So,
Yeah.
like,
It was rough, and
she didn't like singing that low and register in the beginning of the track because it's written in E flat, and I thought that I was going to sing it, so I dropped it to E flat instead of just E major, and so I can make it easier for myself to sing.
Can you see me or not?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I was like, well, I lost you guys. I'm like, can they see me? Are we still on the air?
Oh, can we see?
Oh, I don't see. This is why I wanted to do it at 3 p.m, not 6:30. No, just kidding. Oh, you guys are great. Okay, with that said, let's go ahead and play the video and the song Airplane. And then when we get back, we're going to wrap up a little bit and talk about all of your online presence. It's crazy. The list is like this. So I want the people know how to get hold of you. And with that said, here's Airplane. We'll be right back.
I need you here tonight, not just in some dream of mine. One night with you, I'm hoping. Only one in the room I've chosen. Still in bed, afternoon, I'm floating. I'm so into you. I need you here tonight, not just in some dream of mine. I'm caught up in the pickup lines you're through. You know I fell asleep in the sweater you gave me last night when I told you I was cold at the beach when you put it around me and said you wouldn't let me go. But I'm out here and you're out there, only where the airplanes go. Tell me what I need to do to be somewhere you can hold me close. And all I'm saying is that I fell in love with someone new in LA, and that someone looks a lot like you. But I'm out here and you're out there, only where the airplanes go. So tell me what I need to do to be somewhere you can get me close, like only where the airplanes go.
It's really quiet in the city at night since you went home and flew out of my life. And I wouldn't do anything to get you back here. Fly a stolen jet plane, cause I really don't care.
I need you here tonight, and not just in some dream of mine. I'm caught up in the pickup lines you threw. You know I fell asleep in the sweater you gave me last night when I told you I was cold at the beach when you put it around me and said you wouldn't let me go. But I'm out here and you're out there, only where the airplanes go. Tell me what I need to do to be somewhere you can hold me close. And all I'm saying is that I fell in love with someone new in LA, and that someone looks a lot like you. But I'm out here and you're out there, only where the airplanes go. So tell me what I need to do to be somewhere you can get me close. I wanna see you, like only where the airplanes go. And then I wanna kiss you, like only where the airplanes go. Just the thought makes my heart jump, like only where the airplanes go. Like only where the airplanes go. I need you here tonight, and not just in some dream of mine.
All right, people, that was Airplanes. Another great look at these two. These two, you guys, yes, you guys, you are so fun. Breath of fresh air. Your music's great. You always look so Oh, I love this. Oh, you're on my Christmas card
It
list
wasn't,
this
it
year.
wasn't staged, I swear.
I know it wasn't.
Next is the headlock.
I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. We're going to do a song together when you get here. All right. So you guys, I found you all over the internet. I followed you on Facebook and Instagram or everything. I can't, there's so many to tell everybody. Why don't you let them know what the best way to find your music, how to contact you? Do you guys have merchandise yet?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do have merchandise. We did it the total poor man's way.
Oh, you know what? I get it.
But-
Don't give away our secrets.
Yeah. Well,
My dad had a sign shop and t-shirt shop. I did the same. I did our own t-shirts. I streamed our own t-shirts.
That's nice. I like that.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
We did want to get that. We wanted to get something like that. What was it called? The Evo something from
It's at
the
Michael's.
craft store.
It's like
It's like the whole press.
Hey, I have a heat press if you want it. We'll talk after this thing. Okay, people, let's get back to it. Focus, Heather. Here we go. Tell everybody where we can find you, get your, music and merchandise. Let everybody know.
Okay. You take it?
Come on, Anna.
Okay. All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
You take it. You tell everyone where they can listen to us. I'll talk about the merch.
Aye, aye, Captain. Sure,
Okay.
no problem.
Go.
Let me bring out my notepad. Where's my notepad? No, I'm joking. So we're pretty much active on all of our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. That's actually where we're mostly really active is on TikTok. We finally figured out how to work that thing. So we've been really working that one a lot. We have a YouTube channel. You can find our music on every music streaming platform there is, or Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon.
What's the D one? Dieter?
Deezer.
Yes.
Deezer. Okay, yeah.
Deezer and Tidal. Yeah.
Yes, we are on all of those.
And I think you even have somewhere where I clicked on it and it lists all of them. There's some kind of page where it just listed everything. So I'll try to include that at the end of this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's our artist. That's our artist landing page. It's push.fm/FL/the Parker story.
Yeah.
And then that lists all of our links to that you can click on to take you wherever we're at. Yeah. And if you type in the Parker story on anything, Instagram, YouTube, all of our socials and all that stuff, and for Spotify and everything like that, then we should pop up. Yeah. And then if not, just type in the Parker story music. And because some of the ID tag names and stuff were taken already in the handles for the Parker story. So and then
I'm sharing this stuff. It's so good. My daughter moved out to California. I'm like, Brenna, you got to check these guys out. They're legit. So I'm getting it out to that coast as well. So
thank you.
Oh, wow.
You guys are very inspiring to me. A dynamic duo, I would say. Your not to get sappy, but your connection and your love for one another and your love for the music and the passion for it definitely is shown through your creativity in your music and videos. So please keep up the good work. It's been so much fun for me to follow you guys every day. It's fun.
We're so happy that you do. We're happy that we got the opportunity to meet you and chat with you. And
how did you guys hear about me, or how did you find me anyway? Just curious.
Indie Music Room. We're always looking for radios and podcasts and bloggers and stuff.
Okay.
All the time, and we're just gathering lists and stuff. And then if we see any other artists from Chicago get featured on something, we always check it out, and we just we find other people that have a passion for music, and there's so many different sides of the industry where you have the creatives, and then you got the business side, and then you got the people like you that also write and everything like that, and do this and give artists a platform to showcase their music and stuff like that. And it's just the love of music and everybody coming together. So we found you online researching.
That makes me happy because that's my goal. After 17 years in the music industry, I want to help other artists get heard. With that said, you guys, let's visit soon. And everybody, it is November. I hope you have a safe and very blessed Thanksgiving holiday. And we'll be back with you in December with the next edition of Indie Music Room with Heather Kelly. Thank you, guys.
You've been listening to the Indie Music Room with Heather Kelly. Be sure to listen every Saturday and Sunday right here on FortDodgeRadio.com and subscribe for all our past and upcoming shows. The Indie Music Room is a production of FortDodgeRadio.com.